Hi everyone, welcome. It's good having you here with me. I'm going to be making a soap today using purple Brazilian clay because, well, I love purple. Did you know that purple used to be a color reserved just for royalty? Those selfish sots. Oh, hang on just a moment here. A little tip I'll give you is to add just a little bit of water before you start adding in your clay and then pouring water on top of it. By adding water at the bottom, it helps to keep it from sticking down to the bottom. It just, something I found helps. So I'm adding in here, I think this was about 3 ounces of clay for the soap that I'm making here. So here now I can just go ahead and pour that on in. So I'm just going to give this a stir here. This will also help to keep the dust down and keep it from poofing up when you pour the water in. So I'm going to pour this up to just to cover it, just a bit. There we go. But yeah, purple used to be reserved just for the royals because I guess it was kind of expensive to create the color, and they didn't have any Brazilian purple clay. Depending on how you add it and the amounts that you add it, though, purple clay can turn kind of a bluish gray color sometimes. I'm adding this to water first so that it will incorporate faster and require less mixing to become well incorporated into our soap batter, and hopefully we get a good strong purple color. Although at this moment it looks more like mauve, and that's because, well, it's wet. But that will change substantially as the soap begins to dry and cure. So I stirred this pretty well with my spoon, but I want to make sure it's really well incorporated, so I'm going to use my milk frother to really get it mixed up. Anything I might have missed. All right, so I think that is well mixed, it's frothy and well blended. So we're now going to get our soap put together, and then we'll add this wonderful colorant, and let's see what we come up with. All right, I've got my oils and butters mixed and blended here. This is a very green olive oil that I'm using today, so that's another reason why I made up so much of the purple clay, is I want to make sure that I can overcome that and not end up with some weird color, which I may come up with anyway. If you're trying to create a specific color, I suggest that you only use light oils and butters, because the darker ones can influence your the color that it ultimately becomes, as you will see here. All right, so I'm going to start blending this, so it's going to get quiet. Here we go. separate out some of this so that we can do our purple swirls. This is where I can make a mess, like that. Right now I'm going to add in our purple clay. So I covered this last night, and here in Texas it's really super hot, and the soap has overheated and sealed. I've got a tile on top of it here, and look what happened. The color is just beautiful, but do you see this? It kind of lifted off with the tile when I first lifted it, so I tried to slide it off, but as you can see here, it kind of made a mess on top. So I'm gonna have to do something with the top, but the color is just gorgeous. I just love it. And that rosemary essential oil is just gorgeous. It's just nice. So I'm going to go ahead and take this out of the mold, get it cut into lobes, and then see what we can do, or I'm not sure yet. So again, I'm very pleased with the color. I don't know if this is showing up on my video camera or not, this deep purple color, but I think it's just fantastic. Some issues that I had were overheating with this loaf and with this not with this loaf, with this batch of soap, excuse me. But overall, those are all very fixable. But here, see, got some fun swirls. I think some of the swirls are really nice. I was afraid that the purple had sort of overtaken everything, and that there wouldn't be any variation. But it turns out once I cut into them, it was much more, varied than I'd hoped. So that's wonderful. I'm very pleased. Now, to fix them, I did have to go along with some of the bars I've already cut and cut off the top 1/4 inch or so to get rid of that, where it had bubbled up. Not an issue at all, and it left a nice clean top on them, see. So, easy fix. Thank goodness it wasn't a deep issue. It was just on the very top. And that was my fault for lifting up first of all, for forcing gel in a room that was already very hot due to this excessive heat wave that we're in right now. Like right now, it's around 9 a.m. my time, and it is already over 90 degrees Fahrenheit. And that is really hard. It's hard on the air conditioning. It's hard on the animals. They're not getting a break from the heat. Nor am I. The animals have no choice in the matter. I have a choice. You know, I could pick up and go to a hotel or something. Now, I have air conditioning, so I don't want to make myself sound like the victim here or too pathetic. I do have air conditioning, and the truth, if I really get down to it, my main central air conditioning has gone out. So I don't have that, but I have bought window units for now that I have in all the key areas except my soap room. I didn't see a need here. I've removed everything in here that's heat sensitive. All my oils and butters are moved into an air conditioned area because that wouldn't be acceptable to, that would be a bad thing to have those items being exposed to that kind of heat. So anyway, the only thing that's still here is my work area. And I decided, like I said, to let my soap gel in this room, which was a mistake. It's just simply too hot right now. This room, right now it's fine. I have the door open, there's air in here while I'm doing this, while I'm doing the filming, but I'm going to be moving my film area to a more air-conditioned area. Matter of fact, after today. So until my air conditioning is fixed, I'll be moving to another room to be doing this sort of thing because it's just too warm right now. So that's pretty much it. Let me scooch these back here. They're hitting that. There we go. You know, this kind of is reminding me of the photos from the new James Webb telescope. Boy, am I reaching, huh? But I can do that, right? We are the masters of our own imagination. So, probably in the next day or two, if the heat lets up some, they're not anticipating that this heat is going to let up any for days and days. I don't know when. But I want to go out and get some more film of some of the new animals on the farm. But again, it's just been so hot. The only time I go out is to give water, to make sure they're all okay, and feed, of course, and then I'm back inside. So there you go. You have Deep Purple. What do you think? I enjoyed making these. I hope you got some joy out of them. All right, everyone, I'll see you back soon. Goodbye.